is it cheating or not if your partner watches?
My immediate answer was yes, and I don't know why.
So the category, does it look like your partner?
Is it cheating for your significant other to go to the strip club?
Hell no.
Not cheating.
No?
Not cheating.
Is it cheating to heart a girl's story?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Welcome back, everyone, to On the Rocks podcast. I'm your host, Johnny, here with three lovely friends. Corey Crevicore has been on the podcast now once or twice. We don't know if we're going to air the first one.
Okay, that's
We'll
fucked
see.
up.
1.5 right now. Brit Dubois, welcome. Alyssa, you've been talked about several times, which we're going to get into right now. Today, we're going to be doing an Is It Cheating segment. We're going to say different scenarios, different questions, and we're going to decide whether or not they are cheating. So before we get started, I want to hear everybody's dating status, just so we clear the room. Corey, go ahead. Talk about Nicole. Hype her up.
Yeah, girlfriend for just about a year now. Phenomenal. I mean, selfless person, beautiful, great family, checks all the boxes, dedicated, and just has made me a better person every week, every day that we date. So,
all right, you're good.
Thanks.
Yep, you're done.
Okay, that's crazy.
Alyssa, you're up.
I am dating Eddie, your cousin.
Yes.
Who has been on the podcast a few times now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's probably been about a year and a half almost. A year and a half.
You think year and a half?
So I met your family a year ago Father's Day.
Let's tell the story.
Of when I met your family?
No, the whole rundown of Eddie.
The whole rundown of Eddie. Okay, perfect. So I moved to Soho Lofts the same time that they moved to Soho Lofts. And I don't know them, nothing. But I keep hearing there's going to be this Halloween party at 10:02. And I just moved in, like, maybe a week, 2 weeks prior. And I'm hearing this party at 10:02, this party at 10:02. And I have friends in the building. So I end up going to get wine with a few of the girls. And they're like, let's just crash this Halloween party.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I just moved here. Like, I want to meet people, sure. So we come here, we crash the party, ends up becoming like big group of friends, whatever.
Yeah.
And then me and Eddie just kind of hit it off.
Yeah, but how big was that party?
Oh, that party was
Crazy.
insane.
Yeah,
I
crazy.
remember walking in being like, where am I? Like, I'm not in the same building because the way that you guys decorated this place was insane.
Man.
I felt like I was in a different building. That was an insane party.
Thank you. Well, we appreciate that. Joe was here. Dan was not here, unfortunately. Yeah, she left out some parts. She left her phone here. Corey and I actually had to go return it to her in a little robe. She hijacked our breakfast date, brought her dog.
No. Okay.
And then said to us that day, we're going to become best friends one day. And we're like, yeah, sure, crazy lady. She met Eddie in this room when she was cleaning up.
Let's take a few steps back.
That's kind of right.
No, it's very right. Go
Listen,
ahead.
I did hijack the breakfast because I was like, guys, you're going to get breakfast? Like, I'm coming. I
Right.
need food.
Yeah.
And so I hijacked the breakfast. I come back here to help clean up because I felt bad for being annoying. And then Eddie emerges from his room like a little demon. Like, he just walks out with this hood on and just barely, I don't even think he could see straight.
No, tough look for him.
And I was like, that's your cousin? That's your cousin?
That's
and
mine.
so, whatever. It wasn't love at first sight. No, I didn't feel bad.
This is your man.
that's me.
That's mine.
But I was like, that's your cousin. And then we all just became such good friends. And then kind of the rest is history.
The rest is really history. Yeah, I mean, listen,
Yeah.
love sometimes takes different courses. And that one took a very interesting and long course, but I'm so happy to see you guys together now. And it's just nothing but good things I can say about you guys. So,
Yay. Thanks.
Brit, if you, wherever you're at with your status in life.
I'm single.
Okay, here we go.
And what about you, John?
You know what? It's complicated. No, I'm living my life solely for myself right now, very independent, thinking about this. You know, I'm very prioritized. I'm prioritizing this. I think I have a lot of learning growing up to do for myself. So I'm tapping into my faith a little bit, really trying to figure out what I want out of a partner, and then I'm gonna go and find it.
Yo, we're not gonna let him talk like this. We're not gonna let him say this shit just because the camera's out here, right?
I was going to say, I don't know.
You know, I'm just.
I didn't want to be the one to
doing a lot
say
of-
it.
I'm doing a lot of
get
gross.
it's his podcast, right? But like, there's times where we'll say, "Yo,
That's a little
bullshit,"
crazy.
right? Okay, all
A
right, I
lot of
just wanna
personal
check.
growth, guys. A lot of personal growth. I'm focusing on me, and you know the rest is gonna take its. The rest is gonna fall into place.
Should I redo my answer? What the fuck was
No, you were good. No, you were great. We're gonna keep it all high level. We're not gonna dive
Brit,
too
he set
deep.
you up.
No, you can go ahead and say what you want. I just figured everything.
Next question. My answer should have just been next question.
That's fair. Fair enough. Let's get going here, people. First question: is it cheating or not if your partner watches porn?
No.
Yes.
What type of porn?
My immediate answer was yes, and I don't know why. I don't really have anything to back that up, but my immediate answer was yes.
So the porn category, does it look like your partner? Are you watching porn? What are you making?
I don't know if it's better or
Wait a minute,
worse.
wait a minute.
So what
That's
would upset
worse.
you? So
You think it's worse? If,
what upsets you about
Yeah.
it? If you caught your
Oh, gosh.
partner watching porn, you're upset that he's a girl that doesn't look like you, does look like you.
I think
What if it's gay porn?
I think I'd be
Separate
more
issue.
offended if
That's a
she
separate
looked
issue.
like me. I think.
More offended.
Huh.
no, it means
Because I think I'd be like, wait a second, like you have me, like why? I don't know. I don't
But he's
know.
not with you every part of the
I
day.
don't know.
You
Kind
know,
of is.
porn that looks like you, it means they're trying to be there.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn,
I don't
you're
think.
right.
I
Wait,
think
no,
if I-
you're
if I
right.
call-
Mindset when
if I call
you
my
watch
girlfriend watching
that
porn,
looks like your girlfriend.
yeah. Well, if,
What?
No,
You wanna
I
be
would.
there.
If
Brit,
I
you-
call my girlfriend
I
watching
don't
porn
know.
and I was like, "What would you watching?" And she was like, 6'3" black men run train on. I'd be like,
laughing 'cause I knew that's
"Yeah,
where
we're
it was
done.
going.
Yeah, no. This is good. You're fine. You go find somebody else because
I
we're
don't
out."
know.
Yeah, because listen, I think
What?
at the end of the day, it is a little bit different. Like if I found out my girlfriend was watching porn, I would have to ask the question, "What are you watching?" Most girls are gonna give the safe answer and say, "I watch lesbian porn," and that's like the easiest way out, and you're good. But if you said
yeah.
a name of a guy and it was very different looking than me, I'd be like, "You're looking for something else," and that's not good.
I'm gonna spill my drink. Holy shit.
I.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Okay.
So you're saying it's not cheating?
I think it's not cheating, especially if the category is similar to what you look like.
So if,
That's getting too in depth and personal, though.
Yeah.
Brit, come on.
Brit, speak Mike a little closer, please. Thank you. So you think it's too personal if the partner looks like you?
No, like questioning what type of category it is. Like
I'm not saying I'm questioning. I'm just saying for the sake of the conversation.
You have to ask. I mean,
John's saying you have to
I'm
ask.
leaning
I'm just
towards
saying.
yes. I don't know why.
But yeah, elaborate.
I don't know. I guess because I don't watch it in any capacity.
Well,
so
you're a
like,
girl.
I don't get it.
you're a girl.
Girls don't like it.
Yeah.
That's why. I hate
Honestly, I think that
I don't know. I'm leaning towards. I don't know.
How about this? And I hate to
That's
be
my
sexist.
gut.
I hate to be sexist.
No,
If I was a man dating a girl and very accessible to hang out with her, like we hang out all the time, and I found out she was watching porn, I would be like, "What's up with that? Like, why not just?" I'm right here.
Thank
if we were
you.
long distance, I get that. You
Yes.
got to do what you got to do. But I think it's very situational. And if the partner asks you to stop and then you kept doing it, now you got problems.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess just because I see Eddie every day, that I'm like, if he were to be watching it, I'd kind of be like, what the heck?
Like I'm not doing something.
Because I see him every day.
Yeah.
I'd almost be like, is something not right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel that. What if it was like the next day? Like you guys slept
see
with each
him
other, you guys
every
did what you
day.
have to do, and then you found out the next day he was doing his
family,
own thing. I know. I gotta separate the family for a little bit.
Yeah. Disclaimer number 1. This is your family.
Correct. So I'm not asking any
This
personal
is your
questions
family.
at all. But actually, that leads us to a good follow up question. So we're all going to agree that it's a bit of a gray area. It's not definitive yes or no. I think if a woman,
No, I think
take a
everyone's
vote?
leaning towards
Want to
no.
vote?
Yeah,
if I caught my girlfriend watching porn, is that cheating? I'm going to go no.
I'm going no.
no.
Yes.
Still.
I don't know. I'm a loser. I don't know.
I think it just depends on like what you like think is acceptable and
Yeah.
Yeah.
your own personal preference. You don't want to date someone who watches
No.
porn before they go to bed every night.
No.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Has to be so close.
Yeah.
Oh
this
shit!
guy's gonna yell at you.
Pause.
This guy's gonna yell at you guys. All right. Well, that segues into sort of a follow up question. Is it cheating if you're talking about sex with the opposite sex?
You're saying.
Give
Are
me
you
a little
complaining about
more-
the sex?
Give me a more.
If you're
Are
complaining
you
about the sex,
complaining
conversation.
or bragging?
How about this?
Cheating.
You're not
It's a good
necessarily
question.
talking about your partner. You're not saying like, oh, so and so, my girlfriend or my boyfriend is great at XYZ or bad at XYZ. You're just like talking about what you like, what you don't like. You're talking about sex
No,
with somebody
that
else.
should be reserved for the bedroom
Yeah,
for
what
you
you
and your
li-
partner.
I
What
don't
you
think
like and
it's
don't like?
cheating, but I think it's disrespectful. That
there's a
to me
difference.
is disrespect. Yeah, there's a huge
Oh, it's
difference
not cheating.
between
It's
cheating
blatantly disrespecting your
that's
partner, though. Yeah.
disrespectful.
well,
No,
no. I'm
What?
saying because I think it's cheating. But I'm saying if we're gonna put levels to this, what's disrespectful? Like how much disrespectful shit?
Would you say it to another woman if your woman was standing there?
No. So that's disrespectful.
That's
what it counts.
disrespect.
Okay, but we're not
Well,
saying it's cheating.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let's
I don't think it is.
let's set the record straight here. I think we can all establish and acknowledge the fact that cheating is the utmost disrespect, right? In a relationship,
Yeah.
you don't get more disrespectful, like little things here and there that are maybe around that, but cheating should be like, if you do this, the relationship is over. We no longer have that connection. So disrespect, I guess, does add up to then becoming maybe equal to cheating, but cheating itself is the ultimate disrespect.
What about
is
is it
cheating?
cheating? And then
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Is it a deal breaker?
I
two
think
layers.
that's my point. So if we're going to clarify and classify it as cheating, then it is in that deal breaker category. You guys are breaking up.
Ooh.
Oh, so
Oh.
okay.
Right.
All right, so if we're saying yes to is cheating, that also means grounds for termination.
You're done.
Oh, that's great.
Grounds for termination.
1,000%. We're going to ad hoc this conversation.
Corporate
Yeah.
courting.
Termination.
We're going to ad hoc this conversation.
Yeah.
And we're going to segue and springboard
two.
and and hawk two.
It's-
So talking about sex with somebody else that's not your partner.
Not grounds for
Oy.
termination. Disrespectful, not cheating.
Agreed.
Are you complaining?
I gotta be honest. If I found out my girl, and I don't have a girlfriend, so it's very hard for me.
Yeah.
If I found out my girl was getting real nasty with a dude and talking about like details about I like this and I like that, I'm out. You're good. You're,
honestly,
you're
no,
trying to
wait,
get
wait,
you're
you're
getting a
right.
rise.
You're
Because
right.
what you're doing is you're
She's
trying to get-
embarrassing you.
She's
I agree.
embarrassing me.
I
She's
agree.
trying to get a
Yeah.
rise out of another man.
No, you're right.
You're
Yeah.
out. I'm
Why
done.
did she
that
just share that with
context-
a man that she's never going to be in that situation
Whoa,
with?
doesn't
to
have
begin with?
context cheating. Yeah, that I mean,
Honestly, cheating.
Yeah,
In that
yeah.
context, absolutely.
That's why we have
just,
four of us.
Yep.
here,
just
guys.
dragging your significant other through the mud
No,
like
that's
that.
horrible.
Even if you were like, oh yeah, like John and I, we have great sex, but if you're talking about too much, can't do
No.
it. Okay, good. So that is
No.
cheating.
Yeah, cheating.
Check that one off the box.
Imagine a girl just being like, I wish she was more aggressive.
The way that they both just dropped the mic for that one.
Because I think about like
I
actual
agree. You
instances.
don't-
I think about girls that
So girls have done that to you guys.
Whoa,
God.
no.
I'm not saying right
John?
now in your current
Hypothetically.
John?
relationships. Have you
John?
been out at a
Girls?
bar and girls are saying, wow, I wish my current boyfriend did this or this or
Actually,
this?
I know of a.
So you've been on the other end of it.
Whoa.
yeah, definitely. Wait, oh, you could disagree. All right, you don't have to say it, but
I feel
yeah.
like John. Speaking to John, I do feel like even just from hearing and whatnot, that girls say to you like, "Oh, if I wasn't with my boyfriend, blah blah blah," or like,
Yes, yeah,
"I wish
yeah,
my
yeah.
boyfriend did blah blah blah," and saying that
Yes,
stuff to
correct.
you.
And that stuff makes me feel like, whoa, that's not a good
No.
girlfriend.
You
right
started a sentence off with, I wish my boyfriend cheated.
Oh.
Cheated.
there. Cheating. Well,
Cheating.
okay,
I
wait,
wish
wait,
my
wait, wait.
boyfriend would propose. That's not cheating. That's correct.
Ooh.
How about-
Close. It's close. you started a sentence with, I wish. Yeah,
that's a crack in the window, though.
Listen, you're starting the sentence with, I wish my boyfriend would, to the opposite sex, a man.
If you told me again, this is another
interesting.
instance, like,
Yeah.
and this kind of is in the same category. If you
Did you just
were,
come up with that?
What do you mean?
Did you just make that up
Yeah,
right now?
on the spot.
what?
Wow.
Yeah, thank you, Brit.
Which one?
That's good.
Corey's quick.
I wish my boyfriend would.
If you say that to another man, it's cheating.
It's cheating.
If a girl, I've had this happen too. Like if a girl was like, I wish my boyfriend looked XYZ.
What?
I wish my boyfriend.
Yo,
worked
I almost
out.
just spit
I
out my
wish my
drink again.
boyfriend.
What?
I wish my
Whoa.
boyfriend worked out more. I wish my boyfriend
That is so bad.
dressed differently. Like
So,
these are things that
yo,
I think are.
So those are two good ones because
That's so
dressed
bad.
differently and worked out more are things that your boyfriend can change and are close to harmless. But the male ego, cheating.
But also,
I'm chopping that shit up
You're
to cheating.
Yeah.
but
you're
also
done.
for a girl to say that, I think is so.
That's bad.
You're
That's
airing your
really
dirty laundry
bad.
out of somebody.
Yeah.
Let's,
That's
but
bad.
also
That's
let's,
really
let's. I
bad.
think we have this. This is very situational, like we just said. It does depend who you're talking to, right? So like if you came up to me and was like, oh my God, I wish Eddie did whatever, different. As a stranger,
Yes.
if I was a random man at the bar and you were chatting it up, whatever, for whatever reason, and you said, oh, I wish my boyfriend did this, I'd be like, why are you telling me that?
Yeah.
So
I wish-
let's maybe set the standard. Let's set the record straight. Some of these are, let's hypothetically say we don't really know the guy because that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
All right. Next one up is going to be, is it cheating platonically sleeping in bed with somebody else at this big ass age?
Yes.
That would never
Cheating.
happen.
Why are you?
Cheating.
That would
yeah, why are
literally
you
never
doing
happen.
that?
Cheating.
And if you're in a
Cheating.
situation where you need
And
to
look
be
at John,
sharing a
John,
bed with
John.
someone of the opposite sex, then
John,
there
you're going
are
to
bigger
defend this?
issues.
Why? Yeah,
Yeah.
Why do you put yourself in that situation?
Yeah.
You could be sleeping on the floor, the couch. Like, why do you have to sleep in bed
Cheating.
with
Get
someone?
yourself an Uber and go home.
It's so
Well, yeah.
hard. 'Cause I think like again, situational. I'm imagining, and again, I don't have a girlfriend, but I imagine myself being very secure in my relationship. I wouldn't really question too many things. Easy to say on this side of the grass, but I could imagine like if it's a guy and a girl. I'm trying.
letting him go.
I'm trying to think.
Nah, John, I'm sorry. I'm cutting you off. Listen, your girl texts you at 10 a.m. Sorry, we got so hammered. I just slept at Chris's.
Nah, you're good.
You are killing her.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. You stay at Chris's, actually. You're good. You stay there
Come on.
because he's not
Yeah,
your boyfriend.
no.
And I'm not. I guess I would have to ask the question, like, why was Chris not, like, if I was a respectful man, I respected your relationship, I would say, hey, listen, you take the bed, I'll go sleep on the couch. You're good.
Yeah.
If I didn't respect you and I know I can probably get you, I would say, hey, come sleep in the bed. Like, you're good.
Yeah.
I don't care about your boyfriend.
But also, here's my thing. If I ever said to Eddie, oh my God, I'm stuck at this place. I don't know what to do. Like, I think I might have to sleep here. He'd be like, I'm coming to pick you up.
Right,
I'm getting you
yes.
an Uber. I'm getting you a taxi, whatever.
What
Like,
led to that? What led to you
why-
being in a random
Yeah.
bed with a random dude?
There's no need for that.
At this age, no, there's no need for it.
At this age, yeah.
Amen, Brett. Here's the thing, John.
Like
what-
when we
Oh,
were in high
Corey.
school and like Uber didn't exist and you just got like stuck somewhere, then
Yeah.
maybe that's where people
You
get
were
this
supposed to
question
sleep on
from.
a
But
couch or something. Like that's the thing. But here's the thing, real quick, Rondi. You put more on Chris than your girlfriend. You are both in a relationship. There has to be some level of accountability.
To the girlfriend.
To girlfriend, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
That's
not
Chris.
blaming Chris. Chris is a single dude. He should try. He should try as much as he can. I don't blame Chris because I know how it is on the other side. Like if you're a single man, you don't owe me anything. If you don't know me, I would never expect you to just randomly respect my relationship.
so no, that's another question then. So as a single man, you go after girls that you know are in relationships?
If I know they are, don't. If they're going to be coming on to me and I'm very attracted to this girl, I'm not gonna like be like, hey, I can't. You have a boyfriend, but I'm not gonna actively look for those girls.
John is saying he can't beat me.
A statement.
John is saying he can't beat me.
No, but like if you're going to act single, I'm not gonna ask questions because listen, if that is what it is, but I'm never gonna like go after the girl that has a boyfriend because I know how that feels. And you don't want that. You're not Bo Nickel. Dude, Bo Nickel told a story yesterday, and he was talking about how his wife now, and he's as Christian as they get, very religious and true to God, very like doesn't waver at all, very wholesome, I should say. And he talked about how he found his girlfriend in college, and this girl was dating some other dude, and he was pressing at the end of the relationship, saying that we're meant to be and whatever. And he was right, obviously. And the guy DM'd Bo and was like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I'm still dating her. Whoa, it just gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. Literally, maybe if you could like almost. He's like, I really appreciate if you like left us alone. And Bo replies, hey, buddy, she's a big girl. She can make her own decisions. And he said that Maddie was with the dude when he sent that DM, and Maddie's like, he's right. Like, I can make my own decisions.
Nah, someone check on that guy right
That's
now.
what I think so. But I was like, I'm sure he's okay.
How
I'm
is
like,
that guy in his life right now? Someone check
A
on
lot
him.
of
Bo
women
is such
do
a fun
say,
episode, man.
don't let your boyfriend get in the way of finding your husband.
Who said that?
That is
Cheating. If that's not
Cheating.
your
Yeah!
we're late 20s. If you're not dating a guy
Don't
that you
stop
see
yelling at
a
me. That's not
relationship
what I
future
think.
with, why are you dating him?
but I think
Stop yelling
like
at
that
me.
can be taken out of context very quickly.
It's good. Then please explain.
Okay, I think you were saying it in the sense of
The mic, please.
If you're with someone that you're not 100% happy with,
yes, don't
you-
stay with it just for the point of being in a relationship
Yes.
and having a boyfriend. Not if you're dating a guy, your boyfriend,
Right.
the next guy you meet at the bar while you're still dating your boyfriend could be your husband, so cheat
No.
on him with this guy. That's not what
No,
she
no,
said.
no.
I know that. How would
Thank
you
you,
feel?
Brittany.
Hey, get in numbers.
What, you want to hop right in? Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm saying get in numbers at the bar. We're talking
Oh,
about
is it
you-
cheating?
Oh.
Well, rip it.
Yes,
say
that's
say it to the
cheating.
camera so we get the clip.
get numbers at the bar. Is that cheating? Yes.
1,000%.
Why are you
would
doing
you
that?
ever
Why are
ask
you
for
doing
a
that?
number at the bar?
Why
Yes.
are you doing
Why would you
Yo,
ever?
Brit brought up the bar, so it
just
made me think
burped
of it.
in the microphone.
That's cheating.
We'll cut
I'm
it up.
so
That's
sorry.
actually illegal.
I
So
just
that's not
burped
cheating.
in
That's
the
illegal. You're out. You're out of the podcast.
It's not cheating,
right.
it's illegal.
It's illegal, so you're done. So the bar is a really interesting one for me. I see a lot of single girls that are at the bar, and I'm always questioning. Like I have, again, I don't know. I don't have a girlfriend. I would let her kind of do her thing because I have to have trust in this relationship. If you're at the bar with your girls and you're flirting for the fun of it, just to see if you still have it, that for me is too much. Why are you Why are you entertaining a dude enough for enough to now make him think that he has a chance to ask for your number? If then like you pull the rug underneath him and you're like, oh my god, I have a boyfriend, I think you're in the wrong still. If you gave him enough,
I
think
agree.
you're the
I
wrong.
gotta
agree
say,
with that.
80% of
I
girls
agree.
do that to get a free drink.
Nah, stop. That's
Do you
bullshit.
think?
Go
Oh,
buy
that
your
was
own
another
drink.
question. Is that cheating? are you like the type of guys like, okay, do you think it's saving money if your girlfriend like has a random guy buy her a drink so you don't have to buy it? Or do
If
you
I'm
think like,
there
no, that's
with
my
my girl
girlfriend,
and
I'm buying her a drink?
Yeah, that's nuts. If I'm there with
Okay.
my girl and
Yeah.
some random dude's buying her a drink, it means I'm fucking ignoring her at the bar practically.
How about-
that's nuts.
I think Eddie can deal with the $15 drink.
That
and
is
just-
the most
That's
mind-blowing
nuts.
thing. If my girl's out with
it.
her friends, she says, well, I need to go get a free drink. First of all, man up, get a different job if you can't afford a drink. And number two, ask me for money. I'll pay for you. I'll buy your drink.
This is a good
You
one.
start my tab. Like, take my
Yeah.
money if you need a fucking
Yeah.
drink. Ask
Yeah.
me. You're not asking the random dude at the bar. It's crazy.
I don't think it's cheating. If a random dude at the bar is pulling up on her and her friends and wants to buy them a drink and they're being nice for the sake
No,
of
But
no,
what
no,
you're,
that's
wait,
not what we
wait,
said.
what you're
That's not what we
saying,
said.
No,
what you're
that's
saying,
exactly what I was saying.
That's
though.
what I
Yeah.
thought Brit was saying.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I
what
was saying.
what you guys are saying is that a group, if a guy comes up and is like, oh, I'm gonna buy Alyssa, Brittany,
Yeah.
whoever a drink, that's different than coming up to me specifically and being like, let me get you a drink.
What about just you and your other girl? Two girls.
So just us two and a guy came
And
up.
a two-man pulls up.
I don't. Oh,
The two-man
damn.
is running a two-man cheating.
You see us,
That
they're
does
like,
change
oh,
it.
hell no. No, well, here's the thing. Again, like, are you welcoming? Are you looking for this drink? If you're looking for the drink, yes, it's cheating. If they pull up on you and say, hey, ladies, think you guys are really attractive. I want to buy you guys drinks. Different. And you can say yes and then entertain the conversation and be like, oh, I have a boyfriend. But I think you have to let him know very early on in that conversation.
Yes. So
Yeah.
like,
It's
yes,
gotta be
when I
early.
was in a relationship and would go out with my friends that were single, two guys come up. Okay, yes, I'm in a relationship. Just want to let you know I have a boyfriend, but thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Very
We can
nice.
continue to chat, but don't get any ideas. Like, just want to be straightforward about this.
Right.
And you say you have a boyfriend after you get your first compliment, right?
Yeah.
First compliment, like if they come up and say like, "Hi, can we buy you
What's
girls a
his
drink?
face?
What's your
What's
name?
his
Hi, I'm Brittany. I do have a boyfriend."
How about this?
First thing out the gate.
And-
Even when I don't have a boyfriend, I usually say I have a boyfriend.
Really? You're that hard to get at the bar.
No, I just don't want to be bothered.
So you're hard to
and
get.
also,
Not hard to get. I mean, I guess maybe.
listen,
I
the
don't know.
We're still
men.
friends with someone, and we have. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the men love Brittany, and so when we go out, they're all
Whoa,
getting her
what?
drinks and stuff. So she shuts them down. She says, "No, no, no."
Why though? Even when you're single, you just don't like the attention.
But I think it's more
do
so
not
the
like
type of
attention at all.
attention,
Interesting.
and I think it's the type of attention.
Yeah.
You don't, yeah.
Yeah, I think again, yeah. Well, men and
I'll
women
noodle
are,
that.
Men are different. Men are very different. Like if you came up to me at the bar and like, hey, I just want to let you know you're super good looking. I want to buy you a drink. I would be again thinking about you for the next week. I would tell Corey. I would tell Corey every day. Can you believe that
tell
girl said
all
to
my
me?"
boys.
I would say,
We
and then she
talking
said
about
So
this.
I think like
and then she said
attention is
that.
like very different for guys and girls. For girls, attention is not new.
Fair, very fair. Yes,
So
it's
sometimes
very new.
for-
You could be the best looking
Yeah.
dude in the world. I would like to think we're relatively good looking, and we don't get compliments on our looks that often.
From
That's-
girls that you want to get compliments from, maybe.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 And I hate to say that, but yeah.
Brit took the words out of her mouth. They just come from my mom usually. So
My mom says my mom, my grandma say I'm the best looking guy ever.
Oh my gosh,
But they hate my
do.
ears. They keep saying you're ugly with
They
these
always
ears
do
now.
say that. Yeah.
No, I gotta be honest. They're very honest. Like they don't tell me I'm good
Your
looking when I'm not.
grandparents?
My grandma says I'm ugly now with these ears.
She's the best.
She said you were blessed by God with a handsome face, and I look at those dumbass ears you got. I said, Grandma, I can't.
Does she
Mama?
actually? Does she actually say that?
Swear to,
Can you
on,
confirm?
on me. She said you said you're ugly now with these ears, and I said, look, if my ears will stop me from finding a girl, that's the wrong girl. And she's like,
Amen.
whatever.
Who, Mama?
Yeah,
She's tough.
family.
that's
She's-
very
she's-
honest. Yeah.
She's the best.
She's a good one. Well, I like
Yeah.
the bar scenario. That's a tough one for us. Let's go back to social media. Is it cheating to heart a girl's story?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So me and Britt have talked about this before, but like a lot of times girls have armies, like an army of men, right? Where when you post a photo, you know that this army is gonna like
Sure,
it. Like
sure,
they're
sure.
gonna heart it. Like they are always there. No matter what you post, they're gonna heart it. And so I feel like when you start posting a boyfriend, whatever, they kind of start dwindling out, but they always come through at certain points. Like they will always heart certain things. And like, I love that, but I would be mortified if that was my boyfriend. If that was Eddie hearting other girls'
Oh, he was
stuff.
like part
Like if
of an
Eddie
army.
was like in like
Oh.
If
my
Eddie
army
was
or something.
a part of someone else's army where a girl posted something knowing Eddie was gonna heart it,
Like-
I would jump in front of
Always
she
him.
that
like-
guy that's like so consistently like
No.
no.
So to me, it's cheating just because you know like the effect that has on
How many guys are in your army? Do you have an army?
I have a.
I don't think so.
Oh, yo, Brit.
Brittany.
I kind of want you guys to post a story right now so we can see who the army is that likes about this podcast. That is hilarious. Well, listen, I think that
Who's in Brittany's army?
I'm sure.
Let's post a photo and find out.
Let's post a photo and find out, guys. You ought to get ousted on the podcast.
I mean, every girl has
every
an
guy,
army,
every girl. And honestly, like,
I'm sure you guys do too.
It's girls and guys. Like, I have an army of guys that are always supportive of whatever I post. A lot
go,
of guys,
bro.
listen,
Good shit, bro.
Clear the air right now, people think that I have like, my DMs are swamped. Yes, all gay dudes. Gay dudes love me for whatever reason, and they support me. But I appreciate
around
them.
in 3 and shorts.
Okay, well, whatever I'm doing is
and no shirt 90% of the time.
is attracting the gays, and I appreciate them. They're
So
always
attention
there
is not new.
no, definitely not new. But like you said, from the people that
From who you wanna
kinda
hear
listen.
from.
But I like it. You know, honestly, a compliment from a gay guy is very, very telling.
They don't hand them
Fire.
out like
Yeah.
candy.
They don't lie.
But they're honest. Like
They don't lie.
they know what's up, and they're very like. I know. Here's what I'll say. So girls will hold back, right? If I post a picture or a story, they really like that story or picture, a girl will look at it and be like, oh, it's a good picture. I can't give them that satisfaction liking, so I'm gonna scroll by. If I know a guy and gays are liking that shit up and give me comments, I know girls like that shit too.
Real quick, like story, definitely cheating, right? But what about post?
No, that's
full
so.
post.
So here's funny.
But
I've watched girls that like I've been whatever with, and I've seen them on their phones, and it's like this.
I don't know what motion you're trying to do.
Like they're on their
Doing the
Instagram like
like.
this.
Oh, yeah.
They throw likes out.
Like,
Yeah.
like you're just looking. It's a millisecond of like just, and I'm the
Yeah.
same way. I'm on my phone like just scrolling and liking. So
Yeah,
I don't
I think it
clarify. I don't
depends.
classify that as cheating.
I think that
that's
if
a lot.
No, and I also like.
But what is it? What's in the
But okay, so
Instagram
like
story?
Right, it
liking
does
in the
depend.
story, but even so, like nobody sees that you're liking that. It's like a little thing between two people.
Hey,
Well, it's disrespectful and embarrassing to your
It's
significant other.
Very
I
got
disrespectful.
something.
It's supposed to
So
be so nobody else
embarrassing.
can see it. It's almost
Yeah.
like Snapchat in a way. Like it's there and then it's gone and nobody knows it was there.
Yeah, it's
I think
embarrassing
it's-
to your significant
If
other.
But it's
Eddie was a
dependent.
part of someone's army, I would be so sad.
I-
But he's
it's-
not.
it's-
Army. I love it.
The
He's not an
oh my
army. He's not an
God.
army man.
because you know what's happening. Like,
But
you
like
know,
no girl wants to date a guy that's like a serial DMer,
No one wants
like
to date-
responding like flames to
also,
every
that's,
photo.
Who the
that's the
fuck
thing.
is
Is
still
if a
using
guy?
flames?
Wait, Britt, do you agree?
Who's still using flames?
A lot. If a guy is in your army, it's a total turnoff. Like you're not like, oh my god, this guy likes all my Instagram stories. That's who I want to be with.
Wait,
You're
hold
like,
on,
Because
hold
he's
on.
usually
not
the
an
guys
army.
that
Hold
do
on.
that are not the guys you want it from.
Wait a minute. Let's ask the question now. You're single hypothetically, and Eddie is constantly liking your stories, or you vice versa. You're into a guy and you're posting whatever it is, and he's always in there. Maybe he's replying on some things. He's liking. Do you like that or not?
No.
But you're into this guy.
So I think like if you're into someone and it gets to that point, like oh, like now we're like doing this on Instagram, and either goes one way or it doesn't.
You're liking his. He's liking yours. type of
It'll
thing.
last like a certain time period, and if it doesn't develop anywhere, then stop.
I think
You're embarrassing
I
yourself.
think like if I like the
kind
girl's
of
story and then
embarrassing.
she liked my next story, my next has to be a DM. I have to
Yeah.
message this girl.
You can't just-
I can't
yeah.
follow up with another like.
Yeah.
Like
No.
what am I doing here? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big one. Okay, so we're closing that one off. Liking a story for the most part is going to be cheating. And we're back. Ready to go. Oh, cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Oh, cheers.
Quick refresher. Quick refresher for the drinks.
I think I made my
Cheers.
glass too big.
Yeah, that's
Damn,
crazy.
bro.
That's
That's-
all
that's straight tequila.
That is straight tequila.
You guys have been drinking straight tequila this whole time.
Fun fact: when you guys cheers, and then you see somebody cheers the table, it's cheersing to everybody here, and then cheersing to the establishment.
I
hit
used
the
to-
table,
I
right?
did know that.
In
My sister's
college.
boyfriend's from Spain, and they like even with drinks, they still tap the table.
Yeah.
At first, I only did it like with shots, and then
Yeah, it's very European. Go ahead. Let your is it cheating rip.
Kick it
I'm
off.
sorry, what?
Your question.
What question?
You're next. You just said it out there.
What?
Remember you said
I
it out
don't
there?
remember this.
Oh. Okay, how do I want to frame that?
Yeah, you think about it. Good time.
Okay, is it cheating if you're in a stable relationship and you are posting photos on social media, like girls posting bikini pics of guys like half naked flexing in the mirror? Is that cheating?
Yo, a dude half naked flexing in the mirror.
I'm
cheating.
sorry, not half naked or like wearing like your bathing suit, whatever.
Here's the thing: it's all set in. Like, is it bikini pic with her girlfriends? Cool. Is it bikini pic just a back shot? why are you doing that?
Just a
But
what?
just a back shot, just ass.
Oh.
I was thinking frontal. Frontal.
Nah, just like it depends on how thirst trap is supposed to be. Because I do think a bikini picture is harmless, but like what type of attention are you trying to get? Because a back shot ass bikini picture or something in that, yo, John keeps shaking his head. It's almost like a bat signal. It's almost like that's what you would post if
You're
you became
igniting
signal.
the army.
Yeah,
The army's
it's
coming
a bat
right in.
It depends on how the picture is, because it can really be. It can be misconstrued. Like, that's the big deal.
Yeah, and I feel like girls with her girlfriends, everybody's at the beach, everybody's doing something like this, everybody's in bikinis, that's fine, that's one thing, but well, maybe if the girl's an influencer and that's like how she
That's their
does
shit.
stuff,
That's the
then
only exception.
There's an exception, but there's no reason for a girl who's in a relationship to have all of her shit out
Back
on
shot.
social media.
Yeah.
I
Say it,
agree.
Brit. Back shot.
I don't want to say that word.
I have two things to say.
I don't wanna say that.
I have two things to say. I think number one, the bat signals is a hilarious way to put this. I do believe that, you know, a girl will switch up when she's single versus not, and she's not going to just be like, "Hey guys, I'm single
And people
now."
know.
Right?
They pick
But
up
I
on
think
it.
that's honestly, I think the bat signal is in the mirror, posting a picture by yourself, maybe a little more promiscuous than not, whether it's a bikini or like a nicer outfit. So I think that's actually a good thing to do when you are out of a relationship and you're ready to start mingling again or whatever. I will say though, as a man that does happen to post some stories with some short shorts and a shirt off, it is very dependent. I'm not in the mirror taking a picture shirtless. I am training, I'm at the gym, and I'm more often than not like
different.
offering up not advice, but just like, hey, this is what I did today in the gym, or this is how I'm.
That is so
This is how I'm
different.
programming my
Yo,
workouts
this is a
today.
stretch.
I think
This
this
is
is. I
such
think
a
it's
We're
different.
giving this to John because this is podcast.
No!
He hands his phone to someone. He hands his phone to someone and says, "I'm about to do a few dips. Take a video." That is practically taking a picture shirtless.
That is so different. You're doing an activity. That's different.
Right.
That's not you like standing in the mirror biting your lip like, ooh, look
That's
at
what I'm
these
saying. So
abs,
thank
like,
you. She's
Brit,
agreeing.
no one does
asking
that
for
anymore.
attention.
No one
agreeing.
does
She's
that
agreeing
anymore,
with me.
Brit.
She's agreeing with me. Thank you. I think that, listen, the human body is a work of art, right? And it really does depend on how you paint it. So if you want to paint yourself, if I was in the mirror, like, listen, if I had abs, which I do, I would be like this. I could, like, if I post a picture like this, like flexing my shit, and I was like biting my shirt, yes, I'm a whore and I'm looking for attention. But if I'm in the gym,
I
and
think that's more so for girls, but I think girls take selfies in the mirror more than guys do.
Yo, I know John posted some shit like that 3 months ago, probably, right? Why? Yo, trying on clothes at Zara? He like this in the mirror. Like, what? Yo, why are you acting like you don't post that?
yo, I'm fully clothed though. I'm in clothing.
You're biting your lip, brother.
No, I'm
That
not biting my lip.
Yo, that
Yo,
shit-
you're so crazy. I'm always fully. If I'm taking a mirror selfie in an outfit that I happen to like, I am fully clothed. There's
Yo,
no skin showing.
give me a mirror right
There's
now.
no-
I'll do the John pose.
There's no bulge going on. Like, I'm not showing anything off.
What about
Yeah.
that one picture with you? You know what I'm talking about with you and Eddie, where I was like, Eddie looks hot. Do you know exactly what I'm talking about?
I
But you guys
happen
were
to have.
single. I loved it.
I had loose clothing on.
I didn't
at
care
that
about
point.
you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It wasn't. But again, like, I
Had
wasn't.
nothing to do with you.
I wasn't looking at my crotch area and saying like, oh, that looks really good. I just happened to be in a shirt that
Is
was.
that what boys do?
No, that's what I'm
Is
saying.
that the first thing you look at in a photo? Is what that looks like?
I mean, you have to make sure it's not like, looking worse. You don't want to look, not
Non-existent?
to par. Yeah, exactly.
like it's cold out.
Yeah, like it's cold out and it's 80 degrees out.
We don't want that.
We don't want that at all. But I will. Yeah, listen. There's always purpose behind. But even like a nice outfit. Like,
I'm
I
learning so
appreciate
much
when a
today.
dude has good style and he posts a nice picture in his fit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll say that's cool.
I don't think that's like a thirst trap.
It depends. Like, you just doing it in the mirror?
Yeah. If I'm in the gym
So
and I
I'm
post
just
a picture of
seeing
my
you like your average, like what I'm gonna see you like walking down the street in.
yeah, like I'm going out to eat and it's like a Friday night. I have like a nice outfit on. Is
Is that cheating if you post your outfit?
That's what I'm saying.
no.
That's my point. So-
The question
Is-
was
you-
people posting basic, like, thirst traps.
naked.
on
Okay,
Instagram.
so all right, wait.
So-
All right,
I
hypothetically.
think it depends on the intention. If you're posting it with the intention of, oh, I want this person, that person, whoever to see it. But if you're just posting it,
Okay, but if we knew
I don't know.
intention,
I
that'd
don't
be
know.
very easy.
Yeah.
Let's use hypotheticals here, right?
Yeah, no, you're right,
You two
you're
are the
right.
women.
You're right.
I'm who I am, right? I'm John Rondi. I post on social media. I'm now dating you, and I posted a story like I did. I don't know today. Whatever. I was shirtless and I was after training. Is
Okay.
that cheating or not?
No.
No,
No, not in the
'cause it's-
slightest bit.
Yeah,
No.
specific,
Not, then
and
there's
not at all.
No question.
Okay.
1,000% no.
Now, if I was shirtless in the mirror before the pool,
Yeah, because that's an attention
Yeah.
grabber. Yeah,
That's an
it's
attention
different.
grabber.
You
I don't
training
know. Not 1,000%.
I don't know.
Yes,
Because
but
here's my thing: is like
cheating. It's
Well,
it's
disrespectful.
still
no,
but
no,
not
building your
cheating.
brand. But I think it can still go on the grounds of like building your brand. Like you, whatever you do after training, and you want to post this, like, oh, like I have stake in this. This is how I get to look like this. It's still building your brand
Right,
and your
right, right.
image
Yeah.
in that sense.
yeah, she's right.
Yeah, you're different. You're different. That makes sense. Influencer life.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
right.
shit.
but if like, yeah, no,
A random. If Corey was like,
She's gonna say,
I love,
born corporate America people.
if he was like, I love my
I'm gonna
drink.
go down a path of myself, but I didn't want to do that to myself. So
Listen,
no.
Corey gets 1,000 likes on a picture, so I don't feel that bad for him.
That's
damn,
crazy.
do you?
100 plus comments, 1,000
that
likes. That's
for
why he's
you.
here right now. Yeah,
Yeah, I think your last one did well.
super well.
I haven't posted.
Because
in
you
a year and
posted a
half.
picture of John from a year ago that I took.
Which was the best
Okay,
picture
yeah.
ever.
It
That's
was
how
a
That's a really
slideshow.
good photo.
That's
That
our
is a
bet.
really good photo.
Thank you.
That's the
gonna say,
that's the
I
best
Well,
picture of us.
It was
ever.
like I haven't been on IG in like a year and a half. It was
I love that
I just
picture.
come crazy.
I may frame that shit.
Welcome back photo.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah.
I like that one. Okay.
The algorithm did you well.
Yeah, it did, dude.
Damn.
I'm not
Now you
blaming
got to
the
stay
algorithm.
consistent. This is a good one. Is it cheating? And this should be a no-brainer. Is it cheating if you tell somebody that you would probably hook up with them if you were single?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's emotional
Yo,
cheating.
Brit's thinking.
Oh,
I'm not thinking. I'm thinking how this is even a question.
Okay.
How did this even come to the surface?
Well, let me ask you
It's
guys again.
emotional cheating.
We're categorizing cheating as the deal breaker, right? You're breaking up
Yeah.
with your
Right.
significant
Right.
other if you found out they did this. So
Okay, so
Yes.
yes, so
hypothetically,
cheating in itself is developing some sort of feelings, emotionally, physically, whatever it is, with another person.
Correct.
That is disrespecting your current relationship.
So now, if you found out, like, let's say your boyfriend went up to another girl and said, hey, look, if I was single, I'd probably do some things to you that are pretty nasty. And that girl came up to you and said that, would you break
That
up with your
is
boyfriend
cheating.
immediately?
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Say it again.
I am
Yes.
dating you, and I say to another girl, hey, look, I know I have a girlfriend, but if I didn't, this. She went back to you and said, hey, look, I know you're dating John, but he said this to me.
You two have fun.
And you're out.
Out.
Okay?
Done.
Yeah.
No shot.
That's
Nobody
horrible.
embarrasses me like that. No way.
Fair enough. I think that's a good one. You feel the same thing? That's a very resounding yes.
Yeah.
I feel like
I-
we don't have to put too much effort in that one. Yeah. That's a... I can't see any other... I like to play
Yeah.
devil's advocate for the sake of the conversation. I can't see any reason why that would
Which
make
I
sense.
know girls that do that.
I think even
and
like...
it's disgusting.
When you're like... Listen, again, I'm single, but if I was dating a girl and she was walking around like, oh my God, like, Corey, you're hot. Ew.
No.
Don't.
Yeah.
I would do the opposite. I would never try to make anybody feel uncomfortable. So, good. All right.
Agreed. That's a
Easy
four-way.
one.
Easy.
Ew.
This one was a note from one of you guys. So if you guys want to read one of the, I think this was either you
goodness.
or Alyssa.
Wait, which one?
It could be messy.
Wait, could be messy. Oh, is it? Oh, I want to read this. Actually,
You come in. You gotta read it.
Who added the note? Could be messy.
Me.
Dead.
me.
Okay, well,
What?
you can say it,
Okay.
but don't add the could be messy note because then.
Is it cheating for your significant other to go to the strip club?
To go to a strip club? Hell no.
Not cheating.
No.
Not cheating.
No.
When are
John?
you going? What's the situation? When are you going?
Bachelor party. What? Hell no.
Okay, wait.
Bachelor party.
A bachelor party.
Random
yes.
Tuesday night.
What
Hell
about,
no.
Regular
So-
Tuesday night? What?
If you want to go on a random Tuesday night, that's not cheating.
No, that's
Hold up, hold
cheating. Come on. It's you really
Is that
shouldn't be
cheating?
there on a random Tuesday
No,
night.
not that you shouldn't be
really
there.
shouldn't be there.
That's
On-
kind of cheating.
Hold
Should
on.
you be there
Hold
on
on.
a Tuesday night?
What
Am I
about
alone?
bachelor? Let's start at the grand scale. Something that's
Okay.
much more common,
All
much
right,
more reasonable.
we'll narrow down.
Bachelor party. Hell
Bachelor
no.
party.
Where are you supposed
Bachelor
to do?
party.
I feel like every bachelor party works in a strip club in one way or another.
I hate them. Hate strip clubs.
Strip clubs?
I'm single. I hate them. I don't go. I don't like the idea of
What
them.
do you
I feel
hate about it?
uncomfortable. I don't
Have
like.
you been to 11?
Yes, 11 is great. 11 is a
11's
club. though.
phenomenal.
11's
That's
not a-
different.
11's phenomenal.
That's very
That's
different.
just,
I don't
that's
like.
just a fun club.
I don't like entertaining women
With
that are
naked
trying
girls.
to. Right. That's just
Okay.
that's like an entertaining aspect of the club.
Okay.
The fact that women are trying to make me pay to give me a lap dance or sleep with them, it just makes zero sense to me. I'm a 28-year-old man in what people would consider maybe like a peak of life. If I can't get laid on my own, I'm doing something wrong. I shouldn't have to pay for it right now. It disgusts me that men my age are going to strip clubs to sleep with girls. It doesn't make sense to me.
That's gross, 100%. But let's talk about the other aspect of strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
How athletic the strippers are. I mean,
but you're right.
There's something to just admire with how strong they are.
Wait, have you ever been to a strip club with a girl? Girls love it. Girls are like, oh my god,
I don't
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
I don't
We
mind
love
a strip club.
Yeah,
Going to a strip club is
used to
different.
love it.
Like, what kind of strip club are we going to? Like, 11 obviously is more like a nightclub with like hot naked girls.
They're not even that hot anymore. Just
We're
crazy.
talking the
I was here today.
local, your hometown strip club.
Yeah, your hometown strip club
should
where
not
you're
be there.
known.
Wait, yeah, no business.
You want to know a
being
fun
there.
fact about 11? You don't have to work there to strip. You can go there in lingerie and start like finessing dudes.
I feel like that's anywhere.
That's probably illegal.
No, they allow it. I just heard this.
They
when
allow freelancers.
I don't know.
I was
about
thinking
that.
about freelance strip.
What?
I don't think you get on the. I don't think you get on the poles, but you can walk around in lingerie and be like, "Hey, that's
That
what
sounds
you
like
see."
prostitution.
That
That's
doesn't sound. That doesn't sound right.
Listen, I
don't
was
think
there.
that's
I was
right.
there.
Someone fact check.
I was
John,
at 11.
because-
I was
Hey,
at 11.
Don't do that.
I realized
Don't
like
do
like
that.
phone a friend.
I
Like,
was at 11. I may call somebody like 4 months ago, and I was like walking around like these girls don't even look like they should be here. And my friend's like, yeah, they don't have to work here. They can show up and
We
kind
don't
of earn
trust your
their
friend.
keep. He lived there.
I
We don't
mean,
trust your
I
friend.
guess
We can Google that one,
I
but
guess
I-
that kind of makes sense. It's not going to hurt the establishment if
No.
every guy that comes in there can find.
How do they
something
make
to-
money if they're just letting freelance strippers come in and out?
See, like again, I
But
don't
why
know the
be a
details.
freelance? Why not go with the brand and get hired by
100%.
11?
It's also a brand. You're so right.
Yeah, I was very disappointed.
It's a
Like
brand.
11 was a great time
That feels
from the club
messy.
standpoint, but
Yeah.
I was very unamused and unentertained by the
Okay,
strippers.
we're gonna reel this back in.
Sorry.
One-on-one dinner and drinks in a work setting, is that cheating?
After
To
the
go-
workday?
After the workday to go get drinks with someone of the
1000%.
opposite
Tell your
sex.
significant other?
I don't know.
What
I
if
don't
it's a
I don't have
client?
the thing.
If it's a client,
It's a
If
client.
it's a client, yeah.
This is a corporate
it's a work
America
thing.
life.
It's a work thing. I don't think so.
Alyssa just said we're gonna talk about this one.
Well,
if
This is
it's if
corporate
it's a
America.
client or if it's a co-worker after work, then it's different. That's not necessary.
What if it's just drinks, no dinner? Coworker.
I think it is. I think
Still-
it's important to like build a bond with your team, but like the person that's going still has to be respectful to their relationship, and like your coworkers know you're in a relationship. Like, okay, let's go get a drink, talk about this shit day, and then we're going home after. That's it. It's not excessive. It's not inappropriate.
Both coworkers in a relationship. What about that?
Makes it worse.
What about
You think so?
No,
now
I
you
think
both
then
got
it's
them out.
even more normal.
You both
Yeah,
can be
If
like,
you're
man,
both
it's
in a
more
relationship,
normal.
then wow, I don't have to worry about
I
this guy
kinda
trying to
say
really
no.
hit on me.
That's
Like,
why I brought
we
it
can
up,
literally
but
just
yeah.
talk about
Nah,
work,
'cause
and I
then you
can.
both, then you
I
both
kinda
know.
say
almost
no.
feel
You both
more-
can be like, man, we're
It's
both in
funny that
relationships.
you guys
huh?
No,
No,
if you're in
yeah.
a good relationship and you're with somebody else that's in a good relationship, you almost feel more safe. Like,
Nah,
wow,
girls are
nobody's
sneaky.
looking at
He's
me
been
the
watching
wrong
too
way.
much porn.
Girls
I
are
think it could go
John's watching too much porn. Two coworkers in a relationship can't go get fucking dinner.
No.
He's watching too much porn.
All right.
No way.
Then
No way.
we're gonna get on to the next one.
Oh, sorry.
Complimenting strangers.
Oh, she didn't like that one.
Not
okay.
cheating.
What? I wasn't done with that.
Oh, sorry. Let's go back.
I feel like we had so much more to
Brit-
unpack.
All right,
No,
back to the
unpack.
work setting. Back to the work setting.
Listen, here's how I feel. I can only assume I'm dating a girl that has like a 9 to 5 regular job. And if she was, I'm gonna go out like for drinks with my work buddy, I would say
Free drinks?
No, you're not. You're
Guys,
good.
I can't do this with John. He says, my girl, I'm secure enough. She can go sleep in some random dude's bed. Drinks and dinner with a coworker? I can't do this, bro.
Why am I coming?
Wait, what'd you say?
Am I coming? Am I coming to the drinks? Am I there with them? Am I there?
no, you're not there. No.
Then you're good.
Because you don't know what's going on with this project, and you being there is just a distraction to why we're talking
Yeah.
about what's going on.
Go
You
make
talk
your
about
TikToks, bro.
You- if my girlfriend ever said you go make TikToks, I'm gonna go out to eat with my man, I would say you're good. You can go out even whenever you want.
Say you wouldn't get this. Go edit some videos.
Listen, Brittany
that
has
podcast,
a
buddy.
lot of work dinners. She's got a lot of drinks. So I actually think you are the best person to speak about this.
You do sales-ish stuff. You work with client. You're very client-facing.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal at all. I think
No.
it's the most normal thing, especially if you communicate and let people know. And especially if the other side is in a relationship, I think it's as fucking normal as it gets.
Hold on.
Maybe the dinner
Yes.
part, if the dinner's not expensed by the company,
That's
Guys,
weird.
what are we
That's
talking
weird.
about here?
Yeah,
like,
you're pushing
it's
it.
not Tuesday at 3
I get
o'clock.
that you're
It's
confused
Friday
about
at
this.
It's Friday at 7.
No,
Work
nobody
is
does-
over.
nobody does
Like, it's
anything
not
on a
date.
Friday.
That's not
No,
happening.
no,
Friday at at 7 p.m. isn't happening.
So what are we
This
talking
is-
about here?
This is how uncorporate you are. This is how uncorporate you are.
You're
No.
speaking to 3 corporate America
I
people
see that.
who go to happy hours on a Wednesday night, on a Thursday night, whatever. Friday nights, we don't do happy hours.
Good.
Friday nights are for us.
So okay, hypothetically
Oh,
again,
okay.
if your significant other it's Friday night, oh sorry babe, I got caught up with a work thing.
Wrong.
It's 10 o'clock. You're
Wrong.
out. You're
Oh,
done. Okay.
why? Yeah.
Oh, 10
Cheap.
o'clock.
Wrong.
Okay, fair enough.
Wrong.
How about this
yeah.
though? What if you're working with somebody and that individual is single and says to you, hey, like I'd love to grab drinks. You thought it was a work thing. He thought it
I
wasn't.
wouldn't think it was a work thing if he said, "Hey, let's grab drinks," and he's single.
Oh, so you know. But what if he was like, hey, I would love to like catch up, but like we did finish the conversation about the Project X today.
I mean, you know.
I say, "Okay, let's get the rest of the team, and we're all going." If it was something like that, the team needs to be involved.
So you want to make sure he clarifies like, hey, this is either a date or it's not.
Right there.
But also,
you
like
know.
in the workplace, like workplace harassment, like HR, that's a big thing. So people aren't coming onto you in the workplace as much as like you're imagining.
This guy needs HR training so
Yeah, HR
bad. Everything
training.
about it.
We
Everything
have
about
to
it.
take annual training that's like 2 hours this, 2 hours this, 2 hours
Wow.
Oh, we
this.
have to
Sexual
take
harassment.
biannual.
Come on, grow
Yeah.
up.
So
I harass these all
I
the time.
will
They love
teach you
it.
the things that I learned.
They love when I grab their ass. Yeah. They're like, John, I
Don't say
really
that.
appreciate if you didn't do that. Shut the fuck
no,
up.
don't do that.
No.
Bend that ass over. What?
John, I
People
think
are
I'm
weird.
gonna host an HR training for you.
That
I
would
will
be a great
Yo,
podcast.
that'd be.
I will
we're
do
all
it.
coming back
No,
to
I
an HR
am
training.
going to make you
Time out.
complete my
Guess-
workplace training for.
Guess who we're
love
gonna
that.
bring? Guess who we're gonna bring? Sam Sika, head of HR at
Oh
Empire
my
State Realty.
God! Yes.
Can she
Sam,
please?
Yes.
Who is this?
She's one of our best
You know
friends. She
Sam.
lives next door to me.
She's got the best
She's
dog
like the
ever.
HR of like the Empire
Charlie.
State
Oh,
Building.
she's coming in.
She'll teach you.
She's coming in. No, that.
Yeah,
write
we're
that,
gonna
write,
do a
Dan, write that down.
podcast.
Write that down.
With Sam Sika,
Write that down. Head-
Sam
yeah,
Hudson,
HR training.
Sam Hudson,
Dan-
She's
Dan's
married.
playing
and
Candy
she's
Crush.
gonna give you
Let's
some
give
HR
you,
training.
let's give you corporate HR training.
I love that.
She's
idea.
gonna give you corporate HR training and see how well you hold up against.
I'm so
Is
in.
this harassment? Yes or no?
Is this forget?
Is
Is it
this
cheating?
harassment?
Is this harassment?
I like that.
I like-
because
oh
I
my
naturally-
Could
God.
John Rondi survive in a
I-
corporate
I- he
workplace?
would die.
Yeah, because
Are
I
you
think I'm
kidding me?
naturally maybe more of a flirtatious man, and I don't ever see it as like a, hey, I'm harassing somebody, and I would hope to God I wouldn't. But then I say some things that are a little bit outlandish.
It's
Yo,
just
John will see you at work. He goes, "You look good in those pants." Yo, this
say
guy
that.
isn't lasting a fucking week.
I think even if you say,
so
"Wow, I
bad.
really like those pants," like that's even questionable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they can tell on you.
You
for
could
that?
never comment
Yeah,
on the bottoms.
absolutely.
How about this? It's so funny because I work in, listen, I do work. So I have conversations with like brands and whatever. And that relationship is very interesting because normally they're around our age. And if they're an agency, like they're brand facing, if they're kind of representing different brands. And there's always at the end of a conversation, if we're talking about the brand deliverables or whatever, 15 minutes or so about like our personal lives. Like, oh, we go out to these bars and this and that. And it depends. Like sometimes you get really close to these people and it does become like a friendlier relationship than not. You know what I mean? And so I make sure, listen, business for me comes first. I never get in the way and I run the risk of like sacrificing what could make me money. I'm on a call. I talk about business. I keep things moving. That's it. And I would never want to be like, oh, hey, like, what are you doing after this? Because then like you never know. You fuck that up and now the girl's never talking to you again.
We learned this from our first jobs out of college.
Yes, yeah, never. Yeah.
It's old news. No shit, you can't do that.
You can't like flirt. You
Listen,
can't like.
we're gonna bring in Sam Sika Hudson, and she's
Those
gonna
pants are
give you
crazy.
corporate HR America training, and we're gonna see how you hold
And
up.
I think it's almost like more for the guys too. Like guys cannot say anything questionable
Yeah.
because some girls in corporate are so crazy.
Oh my
he
gosh.
sexually harassed me just to try to get money out of
Dramatic.
it. So anything you could say that's even like remotely towing the line, can't do it.
Really.
Yeah, there's been some crazy things that have been said. Yeah. Is it cheating to compliment strangers?
No. That's charismatic.
Wait. But if you compliment a girl
Depends
and
what
you
the compliment
say,
is.
you have a great butt.
Oh, come
I said, yo, them things hanging. Yeah.
That thing has a mind of its own.
No, I
Left cheek,
think
right cheek
obviously
moving
there's
crazy.
levels to this, but
Yo,
complimenting
compliment ass of
strangers.
milk
You would
bubble.
randomly
So
say that to someone?
That's one hell of a milk bubble. That's cheating. You can't go around saying that. Look at Brit's face.
I'm sorry, but that ass is distracting me. I can't even think twice.
You can't go around saying that.
No, listen. I'm contrary to belief. If I had a girlfriend, I would never, ever, ever in my life want to make her feel disrespected.
Not contrary to belief, because I do feel like if you had a girlfriend, you would be very respectful.
I would love that girl so much. I wouldn't even look at other girls. I'd be
I
like,
don't doubt that
You're not even
one
close to my
second.
girlfriend. I don't care what you say.
I don't doubt that
You don't
one
look anything like
second.
her. You're ugly as fuck.
Okay.
Get out of my face.
All right. Next.
I don't know how you got the iPad, but yeah, please. All right. Oh, is it cheating if you go on a girls trip / boys trip, but it's unwarranted?
No.
Like,
a
not a
weekend.
bachelor party,
Nah, just like a
bachelorette.
weekend.
You're
Like, if
just
me and
trying to
Brit-
go on a.
If me and Brit were
girls'
like,
weekend
we're
away.
gonna go to Nashville one weekend, that's not cheating.
Hold on. Are all your friends single?
Even Let's
So
say
it's
they
5
are.
other girls. They're all single, having a great time, and
Yeah.
you're not.
I don't think it's cheating.
uncomfy. It's uncomfy.
Yeah.
Pigeons fly with pigeons, guys. I can't.
No,
I don't know if I'd be able to
what?
hang. You fly. You are the company you keep. If you're going down to Miami with 5 girls that are single and you're getting tables and you're going on yachts,
Listen, you get 2
That's
drinks
weird.
in me, and I confess my love for Eddie. So I have no doubt that if we were in Nashville with 6 single girls, I'm not going to be showing them all photos of Eddie and whatnot.
listen. Man.
Yeah.
Tough. That's a tough one.
That's tough.
I think Brit put it perfectly. It's uncomfy, but the thing is, you'd want to be like, my whole thing is, why would you resist or be against that? Because eventually you might want that flexibility.
Right.
You just have that trust and security in the
But
relationship.
it also,
So I
like,
say no
why do I
cheating.
want to, like, if I'm the only one that's in a relationship going on a girls' trip with 5 single girls, why do I even want to do that?
That's my
Save
point.
the money.
I
I
would ask
don't
the
really
question,
want
why?
to spend my money
Right.
on that.
You know,
It's
you-
half single, half in a relationship.
No, we're going to stream here.
Then maybe, like, there's some girls that I'll like
what are you
vibe
guys
with
going to
more
do?
on the trip.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. What you guys are going to do single activities, bars,
But-
guys.
but I mean, like,
But-
girls are different than boys in that sense a little bit, though. Sometimes, like,
But-
girls, like, don't want to be bothered by guys. And,
That's true.
Oh,
Okay.
we're just having girls, like, we want to, like, sing, do karaoke, and da-da-da.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But here's
cute.
my thing: is if
Yeah,
I
okay.
went on a trip with like you and a bunch of girls, like I feel like I would literally just have so much fun hanging out with you that I wouldn't even be like, oh, I need to talk to guys, whatever.
boys,
like I feel
boys,
like it'd be
boys.
like,
Yeah, like,
I'd be there to
I
hang out
don't-
with you.
yeah.
I don't need to talk to.
Yeah, I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that regardless. I'm
So I
not
think
going
it's
out to
dependent.
meet boys
Yeah.
all the time. But
Yeah, but you're also not a very promiscuous girl. Like hypothetically,
Yeah.
you had a slut of a girlfriend, and you were going out to Miami with her. I'd be like, listen, I trust you. I don't trust her, and I don't want you being put in a situation where, honestly, for me, it's more like not that I'm scared, but I wouldn't want you in a situation where you can get in trouble. Like a guy thinks you're there for him,
Yeah.
and then you're on this yacht, and he thinks one thing, and he gets really pissed off that you don't want to do something, and he starts yelling at you.
Oh, what about if a guy subscribes to OnlyFans?
Come on.
Is that cheating?
Well, it's just like paying for porn. That's cool. It's a joke. It's cheating. It's cheating. It's cheating. It's cheating.
Wait, raise your
Cheating.
hands if you think it's cheating. 1,
cheating.
2, 3.
Now, but
Paying
You
for
don't
porn is
seem
wild.
convinced.
no,
Paying for
again,
porn
I'm
is
gonna ask some.
wild.
I'm gonna ask some questions. I don't subscribe to OnlyFans. Never done it.
Really?
No, come on, that's
Who-
ridiculous.
You can't. You
what's
don't have
your
to.
email address?
Johnny Drinks. Check it out.
I'm gonna enter that into OnlyFans, and if it comes
Please,
up and forgot
please.
password,
Let's do
then
it.
I
Actually,
know
don't
that
put
you
my
have
email into
subscribed
OnlyFans.
before.
Actually,
Let's do
please
it on
don't
air.
put my email into OnlyFans.
On air. Yo.
Don't put my email to OnlyFans right now.
No, I'm gonna put it as my login, and if it says, "Oh, you have an account, you just forgot your password," I'm gonna know that you have logged into there before.
Here, you know what? We're on air.
On the spot.
Might as well just check it out.
Dun,
Is-
dun,
what-
Paying for porn is wild.
Wait,
Why?
guys, I actually don't know what
You-
this is.
you-
Is it OnlyFans.com?
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Sorry about your iPad.
Sorry, whoever's.
I'm
Oh, it looks like Twitter. Login.
Yo.
You saw me, yeah.
Find something you like.
Wait, Johnny at Johnny Drinks. I'm putting the microphone down.
.abcdefg.com.
Yeah, this random shit.
Let's see. Does he have an account?
What's your password?
But you write about your random shit.
Password. Oh, wait, we're just gonna go sign up.
Yeah. Sign up. We're testing if he has
Bro,
an
if you
account
made
because he
only-
said he didn't.
If you made an account on the business, that'd be the fucking nuttiest
He
thing.
wouldn't do it on this.
Yeah.
Like, put his first and last name at Gmail. Find his email address.
Play around in 23.
They're about to find my OnlyFans.
We're about to find.
Wow.
Oh no, it actually just signed him up.
We just signed him up
Thank
for the
you.
first
So can you
time.
please
Oh,
not do that
no.
now? Like I appreciate that. No, I don't have OnlyFans. I never subscribed to one.
Oh no.
I have, but I know
sorry.
agents of OnlyFans girls, so that's probably that's why I was like a little bit reserved. Like maybe these girls.
Does
have
it tell you how
OnlyFans.
much money these girls are making?
No. Well, it will say like if they're in like the top percent or whatever.
It does look like Twitter.
It does.
Really doesn't.
Their UI is very. Their
It
UI
looks
is
like
very
Twitter.
nice looking.
It really does.
I've never seen that before.
Interesting.
Corey's like, this is the first time I've seen that. It looks like Twitter.
This is crazy.
I'm telling you, paying for porn is crazy.
Oh, you
Nah,
have to
it's
pay
so
for
nice.
these. Subscribe
Yeah.
for free. How does she
No,
make
you
money?
Might as
Trust
well do
us.
it for
Because
free.
then like I think she'll probably do like add-ons. I would
Please
say.
add a
Exactly,
payment
exactly.
card.
Oh.
Go to Angela White's.
No. That's
Okay,
not
so
my
if you found, okay, I guess it's harder for you guys. Brit, if you found out that your boyfriend was subscribed, paying to an OnlyFans girl,
How about this?
That's
No,
gotta
no.
be cheating.
That's
Not
obviously
cheating.
No, that's not
cheating.
cheating.
It's
What,
No, that's
disrespectful.
cheating.
what if it's like
Grounds for termination.
What if
That's
it's
cheating.
like Megan Fox?
that's cheating. Because you're honestly stupid if you're thinking that you're gonna get with
like-
Megan
I agree.
Fox.
No, I'm in
live chat.
agreement here.
But
What about?
okay, so okay, but like you don't need to subscribe to Megan Fox OnlyFans to jerk off to Megan Fox.
Right, fair.
Yeah.
What
Reddit.
about your man has an OnlyFans? He's
What?
the one. He's the one posting
He's
this
the
content.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Eddie.
What is he posting on OnlyFans? Himself jerking off? What's appealing about a man having an OnlyFans?
I love Eddie. He would never do that.
He's doing his thing, but most of his subscribers are dudes.
What?
Most of his subs are dudes.
Oh, you're saying if
Whoa.
Eddie posted OnlyFans,
If he had an
subscribers
OnlyFans, yeah,
were
yeah.
And
guys?
and we think he's a little.
No. He's just making bread. He's making a lot of money doing it.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Like, what if all that money he's making is supporting just a beautiful life for you guys? Vacations.
Okay, so then can
nice
I
things?
make an OnlyFans and buy a house on the money I would make?
I'm gonna have a polarizing view here. I wouldn't be that upset about it. If I was at an age right now, I'm 28, right?
Okay.
If she's mid 20s and she is an OnlyFans, she doesn't get naked. She does like promiscuous content, but never reveals anything
Doesn't
crazy.
get naked, but has promiscuous content. So she works at a strip club, but she does not a full nude strip club. Panties stay on,
Panties stay on.
boobs are out.
You see, and then she's not making that much money. Then
All right, boobs are out. Boobs are out.
Boobs are out,
Boobs
panties
are
stay
out.
on.
Panties stay on. If she's making bread and she's never with another
That
man,
means she's talking to
Do you
John-
have
John.
respect for yourself?
No.
oh wow,
Yeah,
John,
yeah, no,
John,
that's
Then
a-
why
uh,
are you dating someone that needs to sell her body like that? No fucking
No,
way.
listen,
Honestly,
we
there's
respect
so
people
many
trying to make a
jobs.
check,
No,
right?
no, no,
We
no.
respect
Alright,
people trying
I
to make a
respect
check.
a sex worker, but
yeah, that's crazy. All right.
No,
all
there's
right,
so-
all right, let me clarify. If
Listen.
I'm having like a good, like if I, let's say I'm like kind of, we already discussed that we're only dating people right now if we see a future with them. But if I was kind of like hanging out with her and we're just like dating for
do you
fun,
want other people jerking off to the mother of your children?
that I don't necessarily think about. Like I wouldn't necessarily care.
You should.
Okay, what if she tells you 3 dates in?
She's asking other people to give them their money because they want to get off to the idea of her body. And
got
that's why you
people in
want
the
to
live
mother
chats.
your
No,
children.
I get that. No, I get
Ding,
that.
ding, ding! Live streaming.
You know who's running those live chats? Not her.
The gay dudes are doing it to your Instagram, though.
What do you mean? Right. That's what I'm saying. Like gay dudes are
They're
probably jerking off my shit.
materializing.
Anyway.
Whoa.
But you don't post content that's like risky, like,
Yeah.
ooh,
It's a
look
tough
at
one.
my
Like,
body.
It really
You're
does
like,
depend.
this
Like,
is what
it-
I do for a
he
living. If
does.
you
Wait,
find that
he
attractive and
does.
you want to jerk off to it, that's up to you.
What are your
it's
thoughts, Alyssa?
it's a tough one. I honestly like for like long term. No,
know.
I'd have to tell her like, hey, this is not gonna work out. But if
Oh, do you want to have sex with somebody that's hot and can also sell their body? Sure, of course, you're a man.
yeah, but I wouldn't.
Me and Corey are just.
We've
We
gone
don't
far,
know. Me and
far,
Corey don't
far
know
off
what to
the
Me and
path
Corey
for
are
this. We've gone down
so
a,
far off.
a
it's
different
the
road
single ones
for
yelling at
this.
each other. Yeah, it's like yeah.
I don't think I'm yelling. I just
I
I
would-
think I'm right.
I think it's a maturity thing. Like
Me and Corey
right
are
now
gonna
at
stay
this
over here.
age, we're older now. That wouldn't be. That wouldn't fly. If I happen to have found out that she had one.
Would you date a girl that has an OnlyFans?
See, that is different. Like if I found out, let's say I was dating a girl, I really liked her. She said, "Look, I
We
gotta
go
be honest."
out.
still
We go out
going.
to the bar tonight. We meet this girl that like has a following on social media. She
Right.
has an OnlyFans. She's cool. She's fun, but she also does OnlyFans for money. But she makes a lot of money for it.
Well, I don't care about how much money a girl makes. If I knew, that's a man.
Yo, they're still going.
It's a really hard one because if she's like a really really good girl, here's the thing. A lot of
think
Instagram
it's
right
all
now is
about
borderline
intentions.
porn anyway. So like
Yo,
you
Brit.
might as well get paid if you're gonna post the
Brit.
same shit on your OnlyFans.
You're comfortable.
Brit.
What?
Closer.
I'm sorry. I feel like it's so close. My
Out
God.
with it.
Is this all right?
That's good. That's good.
Switch hands. You're talking to him, so the mic's over here by your ear. There you go.
Okay.
That's
Thank
good. That's
you.
good. That's good.
What was I saying?
You met a girl.
You meet a girl at a bar, cute, fun. Find out she's like a big following on social media, and she also has an OnlyFans link in her bio. What do? You vibe with her all night. You exchange Instagrams at the end of the night. She has an OnlyFans link. What do you do?
That's a good question. I think my whole perception of her would definitely change.
Okay. But she's a normal, cool, fun girl. You vibed on a lot of different levels.
Yeah, listen, I wouldn't necessarily be like, I'm never gonna date this girl, but I would definitely be more reserved because you never know. If she was, hey, look, I really want to take you seriously. I'm done with the OnlyFans.
Why does she have to be done? That's how she earns a living.
Oh, so even if I dated her after the fact, she's gonna keep the OnlyFans?
You're dating a girl that does OnlyFans.
Man, that's tough. That's tough for like date. It would have to end eventually. I wouldn't be able to date you forever. Have the wife of my kids have an OnlyFans, and that's a tough road to.
Could you like bring her home and your family potentially
Knows?
see like, oh, okay, this is her Instagram, and now I can
I'm just
see your
gonna jump
girlfriend's
in right
boobies.
here.
What?
I'm gonna jump in right here. I don't think they'd be happy with that.
I don't think so either. I think my family would be very upset if my girlfriend had an OnlyFans. Yeah, that's gonna be a no.
The toughest one in your there's two tough people in your family. Number one is Diana.
Oh, that girl would not step in this house. Diana would say this girl's not walking.
Basically
into this
determines
house.
if someone is allowed or not.
Oh, trust me, I know.
And thankfully, I think
You cracked the
love
code on. You
Diana.
cracked the code on Diana. She likes you guys.
And then aside from that, Mama. She's
My mom's tough though too.
No,
like,
not you.
Mama or
your
grandma?
mom is
yeah,
tough.
Mama
Your
is tough, but my mom
tough.
is that's not.
Yeah. I will never forget the first time that I met Mama, and she literally was like, "That's my Eddie," and
Yeah.
I was like, "I know, I'm sorry." And she just like,
Why were you sorry?
I don't know.
She was nervous.
I was so nervous.
around
and
Just for dating him, you're sorry?
yeah, basically.
I know, I
and
fucked
she
up.
goes, "Is this a new one?"
Sorry,
I'm
I
sorry.
exist.
Yes, I'm a new one. I'm sorry.
Is this the new one? That's
I
crazy.
said, "I'm sorry." Yes.
So yeah, overall, I think like long term, no, I would not be able to date and then take a real girl seriously if she had an OnlyFans.
No.
How did we get started on this? It was something good that led us into this.
That was it. Is it cheating?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, we missed the question. Is it cheating if you had?
If you subscribe
If
to
you
an
subscribe to
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans and then I kinda
but then
bounce
back.
how did we
Yeah.
spiral into that though?
If I was like, hey, like we were dating, like full blown, like we were years in, you're like, hey, look, John, I want to start an OnlyFans. I won't get naked, and I hope you respect my decision. I'm not really asking. I'm kind of telling you, and I'd be like, well, you're not doing that, and then you did it anyway. Cheating.
Yo, where? How?
I think we
got
need
in
to bring
here?
this back to planet
think so?
Earth. This is like
No.
getting a little.
Where-
Yes, that's cheating.
no, we got there somewhere different the first time. I can't remember it.
Let's go back. No, we're at the end. We're at the end.
No,
Nah,
done.
the shoulders.
Oh yeah, we get this over.
Why do you keep bringing this up?
This is a good one. All
This-
right.
Why
is
do
it
you
cheating?
want-
Is it cheating if you're at a rave festival, whatever, and I guess this only applied for girls. Is it cheating if you're at a rave festival, whatever, and you're sitting on another man's shoulders?
Yes. Why?
Yes.
Why is your coochie on the back of
Nah,
another
yeah,
man's
that's
neck?
not happening.
But
Yes.
okay,
No.
so
Cheating,
let's say,
cheating.
Guys, I'm
say,
5'0".
let's
Cheating.
say you, Nicole, and you are at a festival and you can't see, so you get on his shoulders and Nicole's right there. It's like, yeah, pop up so you can see like the stage
So
really
Nicole
quick.
can't see shit.
Okay,
Nicole's not
hands
on
for
Nicole
10
on the
minutes.
floor.
Okay, so Nicole goes up on your shoulders. Nicole's like, wow, the stage looks so cool. Put Alyssa on your shoulders.
No, that's
Listen,
crazy.
I'm 5'0".
You're not doing it?
I'm not doing it.
You think that much of
No,
putting her on
me
your
and Alyssa
shoulders
are
that you
close.
can't do it
So
and then
I
it's
could
cheating?
say yes, but anyone else, I'm not.
No. Wait, the real question is, would Eddie be okay with it? And it's not a
I
dude
don't
he
know.
knows.
I don't
If
know.
a random dude, Eddie and I happen to be about 5'7", so if
I'm
Alyssa was
5'0"
at
nothing,
if
so-
Alyssa was at a rave and the 6'4" man was next to her, she said, "Excuse me, can you pick me up, please? And I want to see the music."
Yeah, I got you.
She's
And
not
he said, "Oh,
saying
don't
it
worry about
like that.
No, cheating. You're done.
Yeah.
No, you're talking like bring it on. He's like putting a little finger.
Yeah,
Eddie.
exactly.
Bobbing
You're
around,
out. Yeah,
person's
I would be
out of
bumping.
luck.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know. Yeah.
Come on.
No, but I also think
So
it's
you know
different
how men
because-
think, and you're like, oh yeah,
Correct.
no. If I had a girl right here, I'd be, and that's why I'm
We
not
never
letting my
said
girl
that.
on another guy's shoulders.
We
You both just.
Oh,
did.
I said that. I said that. I said
We
that.
got him.
Eddie.
Talk to him.
Eddie, please fix your connection. Fix your connection. No. You're live for a reason. Fix your connection, please. All right. Can you hear me now?
Oh, jeez, yeah.
All right, Eddie. Is it cheating if your girlfriend is at a rave or a festival and she asks another man to sit on their shoulders?
Yeah, wait, what he said?
Thank you. No. No. That's a no. That's a no, buddy. Yep. Right there. Especially if he's 6'4" and he's Corey.
It's a no.
But Eddie, that guy's so tall over there.
Yeah, I don't care. Just stare at the back.
Hop on my shoulders, babe. I still can't see shit.
It's unacceptable, guys. It's unacceptable.
All right, here's Alyssa. See? Thank you.
Hi, Eddie. Hi.
Toodles, poodles.
See ya. That is hilarious.
He said stare at the
What did
back.
he say?
He said
you
stare
can
at the
stare at
back.
somebody else's back.
Oh, he said it's cheating.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said
Okay.
no
Can't
at
be getting on
first.
anyone's shoulders.
I think at the end of the day, like it really
nuts.
it's very relationship dependent. If you guys are if I was dating a girl and said, look, whatever, if you did this, I don't really give a shit, and then I kept doing that, and other people thought it was cheating. The relationship is between you and I. So if you don't care and I don't necessarily care, I'm not thinking twice about it. Like, because I see a lot of girls that are very secure in their relationships and they do things out in the wild, and I'm like, man, I would
Out in
never.
the wild.
But like, you're kind of cool with it. So I don't know if that's your thing.
What about dancing?
Can I dance?
Yeah, can
What do you
dance?
mean dancing?
Like, am
dancing
I
at the
a
bar?
bad dancer and she's dating with a really good dancer?
What?
Nah, you're
What?
you're
What?
sitting
dancing
Give
there.
at
us
the
more
bar?
context
Dance at
of
the
your
bar,
question.
grinding.
Like as if we're middle
Grinding?
school grinding.
When is the last time
Throwing
you've
shit
seen
back.
someone grind?
No. If you're
Brit,
grinding with
you ain't out
someone,
enough.
no.
Yo, Brit, you ain't out enough. Yo, grind.
I'm sorry. Do you know anyone that is grinding with girls at a bar?
I'm grinding with my girlfriend at a wedding. All right, they play DMX. I'm fucking bending her over. Oh, excuse me.
Corvin.
Yo,
Corvin.
I mean, come
Corvin,
on.
no.
Okay, a wedding and like that kind of thing. It's a couples thing. It's okay, but like if we go to
It's not gonna happen.
Dear
at Dear
Maud, nobody's grinding at Dear
Let's
Maud.
think of a different Green Rock. Nah.
Nobody's not yet.
Listen,
like
but I think it's
where-
actually very
Guys,
culture dependent.
actually, while you bring up Green Rock, let's just take a moment to appreciate our Green Rock queen
Yeah,
over
she
here.
was
This
the-
was so
Yeah.
long
She
ago.
was
Did you
the
know that?
face.
I had no idea. I just learned
Guys,
today.
I didn't know that
She was
either.
the face of Green Rock for years.
We're gonna pull that picture up for sure.
years. Pull up the picture. That
No,
you
no, no.
sent
we
It
will
makes me
on
feel
the-
like
on
we
the
don't know
podcast.
shit. Like I had no idea. But
Guys,
had the
no,
juice
that's what I
like
said.
that.
Like, I didn't know
nothing.
I don't know
I
about
have
your
a
life.
whole entire life in Hoboken before you guys knew.
Wow,
Brittany
I can't wait to hear.
is-
We're gonna learn more about this at dinner. Don't worry. We're gonna dive into the
She
Green Rock days.
basically owns Green Rock, so
This is gonna be so much fun.
if you want to go there.
Dancing?
Listen, if I found out my girlfriend was dancing with a dude, why you dancing with that dude, and how long did it last? Like, what are you doing? What kind of dancing are you doing?
It's a good picture.
But like again, we were at the rave.
What is that?
That's a good
It's a great picture. It's a great
It's a good
picture.
picture. Yeah.
If like we were at that little like not rave, whatever, and like the guy was teaching you guys how to shuffle, that is different. If it's
No,
if
that
it's,
was so fun.
In
Eddie
what
was
world could
literally-
that be misconstrued as cheating?
if
No.
you were
No.
alone and you walked up to a guy like, teach me how to dance.
But
To
you
that
ha-
guy?
No,
to that guy
no,
who
no.
she said, teach me how to dance.
What
You
if he-
see
I
that
feel like-
guy
No, no, no,
as
no,
a
but what if
threat?
he was-
Do you
what-
think she
no, no,
is
no,
looking
no.
at that guy sexually?
What if he was super hot?
Even so,
And also not
literally watch the
on when that guy's
videos.
on?
No, but that's the point. We're gonna assume this guy is a very attractive male. You walked out to him and be
Okay,
like,
so it's only cheating if you find the other guy attractive.
No, if
or
you
more
find him
attractive than you.
attractive, if you
How do you
do-
know what your girlfriend finds attractive?
I would hope I know. I'm her
It's
boyfriend.
just like a general good-looking guy.
If I know my girlfriend is attracted to this male, and she went up to him and said, "Hey, can you teach me how to do this dance?" You're flirting with him.
Hey,
Are you that
guys talking
insecure
about
that a
me?
good-looking guy can't teach you how to dance? Only the guy
No,
that looks
I'm-
like
I'm-
that
I'm-
guy
I've been
did?
attacking you for the last
I'm
30
raising a
minutes.
question. I'm not saying.
Brit.
I'm not
Guys,
saying
Eddie
yes or no.
loved me shuffling.
No, I
I'm gonna say I love
agree
you. I
with
took
that.
a video of it. I was like,
I'm
wow,
just
this
raising
is
the
love.
question.
Listen, we're gonna insert the video of Eddie watching me shuffle because it was good.
But it is interesting, like that.
Am I getting in trouble for being too aggressive?
No, not
Never.
at all. You're I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm playing devil's advocate to be like,
I'm just saying.
Right field is yelling at me.
if
Oh shit, John, you're getting in trouble.
mics, please. But why? What happened?
Tell John my dad said he wants to get on. He should have watched. Oh, did you watch his commencement speech? It was so good.
Was it good?
It was so good.
He watched it
Oh,
first
I
thing
didn't
when it
watch it.
came
Okay,
out, and
okay.
it was so good.
Time
What do you
out.
Was it
mean?
good?
Eddie's
watch it after.
Eddie's dad gave a commencement speech at Wayne Hills High School, and it was so good. John, it was so good.
He did? He did a
literally
good job?
ended it. He goes, If you don't want to get drunk and all the kids yell, don't drink. If you don't want to get high, don't smoke. If you don't want to get pregnant, don't have sex. They all yelled it. It was iconic.
Oh, because he says that in class?
He did such a good
That's
job.
awesome. I want to check that out
so
after this
good.
episode.
You
I
need
will,
to
for
watch
sure.
it.
No, he's awesome. He wants to be on the podcast now?
Wes.
All of a sudden?
I think so.
My dad doesn't want to be on the podcast. He refuses.
I think Uncle
What?
Vin, Uncle Vin wants to be on the podcast.
We used to. He's no longer part of this.
We're going to FaceTime.
I would just, we did a lot. We do a lot together. Please stop
One
FaceTiming
Rock?
mid-podcast, please. We can
You're
podcast after. Yes, we will
age.
podcast after.
Sorry.
We got
On the
more?
Rocks, the transition of the name, we'll talk about it more often. After
Johnny
camera.
on one rock.
It was Johnny Drinks podcast, and now it's Johnny,
Johnny
on the Rocks.
on one rock.
Yeah, anybody else have any more? This is a lot. This is a long list. I think we're
This
good.
is
I
good.
feel like
Any from the
I have
outsiders?
more.
Anybody? Dan? Huh? Just pick it up. Good. It's all subjective. It is at the end of the day. Very situational.
I mean, listen, there's a few disclaimers. Just because
course.
one, you say it's not cheating doesn't mean that it's okay to do.
That's a good
and
point.
Two,
Amen.
I do think that there's a huge difference between cheating and being disrespectful. And yes, something might not be considered cheating, but it might be disrespectful to your partner.
Like
so.
if I told, like, again, we classified some of these things as not cheating, but if I told you, hey, I just don't like when you do that, and you still kept doing
Yep.
it,
Yeah.
that's a tough one.
That's just blatant disrespect.
Right,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
correct.
there's a huge difference between disrespect and cheating, but
Right.
I think we kind of nailed down the cheating.
We nailed this down. This is a really good episode, guys. I'm happy, and we're gonna have you guys you guys back for a whole different topic.
This is a big deal.
Okay.
I get to close On the Rocks podcast today with Corey Kraft. Follow me on Instagram at Corey Kraft. Don't follow John. You're good.
Do you have a prompter? Where are you reading this?
No, he's just staring at the camera. He's doing well.
I'm just
Oh, damn.
He's
I'm
doing
just
great. He's doing
staring at
great.
camera.
He's doing
And
great.
it's been a blast. Brit and Alyssa are here too. You don't need their Instagrams, but you definitely need mine. Again, at Corey Kraft. Please follow me. Have a good one.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.